People of power, welcome to Mount Fitness MBS, where I am your host, Brother Minister Mongoose, and where this ministry is all about encouraging you guys as well as providing services that are designed to assist you guys in achieving holistic mind, body, and spirit health and wellness. Now, I invite you guys to watch a video that's titled MBS Service Tutorial. That's going to lay out the different services that are provided by this ministry in an effort to help you achieve the holistic health that you deserve. There's a mental you, there's a physical you, and there's a spiritual you. Neither of these were given to you for you to neglect, to not prioritize, to turn a blind eye to, etc., etc. Furthermore, I believe that when we take a holistic mind, body, and spirit approach to life, this is what opens the door to greater avenues of our success, our self-empowerment, our connection with this thing we call the universe, happiness, fulfillment, etc., etc. So, if you haven't done something today that strengthens, that nourishes, that replenishes the mental you, the physical you, or the spiritual you, and you should be doing something every single day for each aspect of you. If you haven't done something today, that's fine. Just be determined to get it done tomorrow or later today, depending on what time you're watching this video. If you didn't get anything done the day before, or even if you did, you should be doing something, in my opinion, every single day that acknowledges, that shows thanks and appreciation for the whole you and not just parts of you. As an aside, guys, this ministry also believes that whatever he has opened our eyes to in terms of information, ideas, views, perspectives, philosophies, current events, and so forth and so on, he didn't open our eyes to these truths or the possibility of these truths or just the awareness of these particular subjects. He didn't open our eyes to it for us, again, turn a blind eye, to neglect. And, oh, well, that's just the way of the world. So whatever your eyes have been open to, no subject matter should be taboo in terms of my personal opinion. If he didn't want you to be aware of it, to search it out, to become familiar with how it interacts with the human existence, if he didn't want you to be aware of that, then he would never have made you aware of that. So that's what I got for you guys in terms of the opening. Today we're going to be talking about haters and clowns. Now, if you guys are out there and you're walking in your God-given self, if you can see the madness in the world and you are not partaking in the madness, then you encounter haters and clowns essentially everywhere you go. If you're fortunate enough to not have a hater or clowns or what have you in your household, then that's an incredible blessing. That's an incredible blessing because, unfortunately, most of my spiritual brothers and sisters have these haters and clowns in their own household, their own family members. But wherever you go, you come across these haters and these clowns. And the reason I said if you don't have them in your home, you're very fortunate, is because they're definitely at the workplace. They're definitely in the neighborhood. They're definitely at the corner store or the grocery market, the shopping mall, the ball games, the weddings, the picnics, the church, the mosque, the temple, the synagogue. It doesn't matter. These people are by far the predominant souls, if you will. We know that they're soulless, but just from a point of reference, these empty vessels are by far the predominant makeup of what we would refer to as, humanity or the human population. So you come across these haters and these clowns everywhere you go, seeking to tear you down, seeking to misguide you, to manipulate you, deceive you, irritate you, agitate you, piss you off, have you second doubt yourself, whatever. It's important for you to know that these haters and clowns are not on your level. Not even a little bit, not even a smidget a bit. They're not on your level. And they know it. You have to begin to know this. And what they tend to do is to overwhelm you by sheer numbers. They know that there's very few people like you out there in terms of if you were to compare numbers. If there's 6 million on the planet that's like you, how does that compare to the nearly 7, I believe it's close to 8 billion people on the planet? So when you compare the numbers, we're vastly outnumbered, and the enemy knows this. And so they know the trials, the tribulations, they know the mean looks, the stares, the rude treatment that you get. And they know that, if it's the end of the day, they know you've gotten it all day. Again, workplace, gas station, supermarket, society in general. They know you've gotten it all day. And the thing that they seek to do is to hook up with whatever hater is in that vicinity, that's in that area. And they communicate through some kind of demonic hive mind, spiritual connection that they have going on with each other. So they communicate energetically. And sometimes depending on what level you are in terms of your awakening, you can peep out the physical movements that they do, that are supposedly secretive or supposedly so subtle that if your eyes haven't been open, or at least not open to this particular level, then you may not get it. You may think that person is just scratching their nose or reaching, holding their neck, or all the little goofy things they do. You may think that that's just a random human movement that they are engaged in, but all the time it's a signal to the other clowns and haters that's in that vicinity. And they seek to overwhelm you, knowing that, okay, this is the chance for them to try to make a breakthrough, if you will, to break straight through you, because they know you've been getting it all day. And if it's the first part of your day, then their job is to start right off the bat. And like water that's dripping on a brick, it's just going to drip and drip and drip and drip. And if that brick is not moved or renewed, then eventually that single droplet of water will make a dent. It'll start to erode that brick in that particular spot. So these people are aware of this. And so they start their drips first thing in the a.m., hoping that by lunch, by the evening break, or if they didn't break through, maybe their narcissistic, dark-hearted, counterparts, in traffic or later on in the day or whatever, will make a breakthrough and disrupt you, irritate you, agitate you, bring you down. But see, when you are aware of how they move and how they operate, you can recognize the patterns. Then it kind of becomes so predictable that you just are aware of it to the point to where by his grace, eventually, it's like nothing to you. It's like it becomes like a commercial that may come on during your favorite movie. There's no reason to get upset, even though the action was just getting ready to begin. It was in the middle of an action scene. Well, guess what? You knew that commercials were coming up, so it doesn't bother you anymore. Now, when you take that knowledge, that awareness of how they operate, and you merge, balance, and synthesize it with the fact that these people are truly just not on your level, then you become that much more empowered, that much more emboldened, and that much more liberated from their shenanigans, from the traps that they set, from the negative energy that they attempt to project onto you, because you realize they're not on your level, period. Now, this is not to say there's not someone on the job, in the neighborhood, whatever. That's not to say there may not be somebody out there that's, I don't know, what a characterization should I use? That's not to say that there may not be someone out there that's smarter than you or smarter than me. That's not to say there's not somebody driving a better car than me or stronger than me, in a weight room or whatever. There may be people out there that on these are in these superficial type of areas. Maybe they are ahead. Maybe they are on the same level or on a greater level. Some people may have seniority on the job. So whatever the case may be, but that does not mean that they're on your level. In fact, it highlights the fact that they're not on your level, because they may have a seemingly perfect relationship, family, kids. They may have finances, job security, job seniority. They may be in better shape. But when they have these things, it's even more highlighted that they're not on your level, because they have these things and yet they choose to hate on you. The more they have in terms of whatever worldly or earthly advantage we may associate with them maybe having, the more they have these things and they hate on you in spite of those things, that's the more it highlights the fact that they're not on your level. How could somebody that lives in a mansion be so jealous, so hateful, so envious of somebody that lives in a one-bedroom apartment, or for that matter, even homeless? That's an even greater highlight, an even greater indication of the fact that these people aren't on your level. How can you or someone be 50 pounds overweight and here's some guy or here's some girl that's shredded down to the bone, but they're hating on you? They're not on your level. They're not on your level. And on the opposite end of that pendulum, in terms of them, some people perhaps having a certain, what we would call earthly advantage. On the other side of that pendulum is the people that literally can't compete or compare to you no kind of way. And it's so ridiculous. It's so absurd. You sometimes end up, feeling embarrassed for them. It's like, you know what? Whatever example you can use, it's like you're driving a brand new 2025 vehicle, whatever it is, and here's somebody that's driving a 1999 hoopty But they want to pull up to you with the sounds blasting and mean mug you and then peel off and, like they're challenging you in terms of, that vehicle or whatever the situation may be. And it's embarrassing. You become embarrassed for them. Like, how sad, how ridiculously pathetic must one be when it's obvious that they're not on your level in any kind of way. I mean, it's like, you know what? That person is truly having some kind of a major issue, or to be more precise, major issues, plural. You got people, we can use the physical aspect of it again. You got people, you're in great shape. And you got people that got 85, 125 pounds to lose. And she wants to walk up and stand next to you in the mirror and flex her arms and, poke her butt out and take pictures and selfies of herself. And you're like, wow. I mean, you have discernment, so it's obvious, clearly obvious, that she's attempting to compete or compare herself against you. And it's beyond absurd. These people are not on your level. And it's not just in terms of the earthly things. These people aren't on your level when it comes to emotional discipline, spiritual fortitude, confidence, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. They're not on your level when it comes to love, having true love and compassion and having true confidence. These people ain't on your level no kind of way. They're only trying to trick you into giving them some kind of attention and trying to trick you into allowing them to infiltrate your mind. You know that guy that's driving that car, and you know his car can't outrun your car, doesn't look better, can't outperform it in no way. I mean, it's laughable. But when he pulls up to the stop sign, the mean mug and the blasting the sounds and revving up his energy and, mashing out, peeling rubber, mashing out, it's all to try to get you to say, okay, let me show this person what I am capable of. Let me show this person what I can do. Let me show them how well my car runs. And it would be like Michael Jordan accepting a challenge from a grade school kid at a game of basketball. That's what it would be tantamount to when you decide, if and when you decide you're going to show them, whether it's how well you can dress, whatever it is, how much money you have, whatever it is, they're trying to infiltrate your mind. Because that is where they get their misguided sense of value when they have none. They get their delusional sense of value when she can walk up there in the mirror knowing that she's 85 pounds overweight. But she can get you to start, and you're in great shape, and she can get you to start, flexing your biceps or showing your abs and bending over. She knows she's not on your level. But if she can get you to stoop down to her level and lose sight of the fact, like, girl, stop it, then she feels better about herself. It's a fleeting thing. It doesn't last long. But in that brief moment, she feels better about herself because she feels like, okay, well, I am worthy and I am on her level because When I start flexing my arms and showing my butt, she starts showing her butt. So even though I'm 85 pounds overweight, I'm on her level. This is delusional. I know it sounds weird, but this is how these people operate. Clowns and haters. So stop giving these delusional people what they yearn for. Attention. A sense that they can compete on you in any area. And again, if they do have some kind of earthly advantage, but they feel the need to attack you, you can just still sit there in the middle of the storm and realize how great you are. Because this person, if they're in better shape, whatever, they got more money, more friends, whatever they have, but they're hating on you. That's an indication to you. That's a verification and validation of how well you are in terms of being connected with this thing called God. There's something in you that even though this person seemingly has more than you, they're not on your level, not even a little bit. So their little deceptions to get into your circle, to get into your mind, you can read right through that. No one wants their watered down wisdom. No one's interested in their false confidence. Because you, being truly confident, being truly wise on whatever level or in whatever way he has you on at this time, you know what wisdom looks like. You don't spend your day trying to tear people down or, use big fancy words or, whatever the case may be. You don't spend your time trying to belittle people. These people are beneath you. And, I see a slight distinction between the clowns and the haters, because the haters are the people that just flat out, and I mean, they're interchangeable, don't get me wrong, please get me right, pardon me. Clowns and haters are interchangeable, but the haters, to some extent, or again, it's like 6 versus a half a dozen, but the haters, these are the people that whether they're not on your level any kind of way, intellectually, physically, morally, ethically, integriously, they're just not on your level. Being humble and modest and courageous and caring and confident and about wisdom and understanding. These people are light years behind you, light years. They don't even register on the radar. So whether they're there or whether they're coming from, hey, that's the CEO on the job. This person is a business owner and, they got several, apartment buildings that they own, or they're millionaire, whatever the case may be. Whatever level they're coming at you from, they're just not on your level, man. Stop letting these people convince you that you need to prove what level you're on. It's abundantly clear. And this is not coming from a place of arrogance, but you're just superior than these people. Morally, ethically. You don't spend your day into this madness. Don't let them pull you into that madness. They know they're beneath you. They know that they're less than. Just don't allow them to infiltrate your mind. Stay zeroed in on the fact of who you are. All that you've been through, all that you've overcome, all that you're going through now, all that you're hoping for, all that you're believing for, all that you're fighting for. Being able to see the madness and still not partake in it. This is a testament to who you are. Anybody could go alone, get alone. Anybody can commit suicide of their authenticity. So I'll get out of here on that note, and I again will encourage you guys to keep this in mind. And so regardless of how it feels, regardless to how hurtful it can be, how lonely it can be walking that path of truth, when people are lashing out at you, it's because they know they're not on your level. Period. Full stop. They know they're not on your level. And they're seeking for you to validate them and make them feel good about themselves. However brief that may be, and it's definitely brief, because the moment they leave there, they still have to face the fact that, you know what? They're just an empty vessel. Let's just put it like that. But when they come across you, they know. They need for you to try to make them feel better about themselves. They need to have a negative influence, on your attitude, on your energy levels, on your, your focus, your concentration, your conduct, your manners, the way you deport yourself and comport yourself. Stop allowing these buzzards to have any kind of negative effect on you. Let that negative energy strengthen you. Let it be a constant reminder to, hey, you know what? I really must be all that. You really must be all that. Why else would people be hating on you when they got more than you? Why else would they be hating on you when they know they don't even compare to you? And what you have or what you're about or whatever, they're just not on your level. Let that be a reminder to you about who you are in Him. It's not arrogance. Continue to lead with humbleness. Continue to lead with respect. Continue to lead with wisdom. Continue to lead with tolerance. And with the courage of your convictions of who you are in Him. And see their hatred and their shameful, toxic ways and the fiery, dysfunctional darts that they send your way. See it all as, a badge of honor. It's validation to you of your own greatness through Him. It's validation to you that they're not on your level and they know it. So listen, that's what I got for you guys. Hey, listen, do me a favor, guys. Watch a video if you would, please. This is very important to me personally because it allows me to express my thanks and my appreciation to this thing that we call God, infinite intelligence, ultra power, whatever you want to call it. But if it wasn't for this thing, I wouldn't be here today. So please watch a video that's titled My Testimony and Disclosure. That's going to not only give you some very relevant disclosure type of information about myself, but it's also going to go into the origins of the ministry, how this ministry came to be. Please like that video, share that video. And again, when it comes to the actual services, please watch a video that's titled MBS Service Tutorial. If you have any follow-up questions, if you're interested in any of the services, or if you're interested in perhaps all of the services, and you'd like to schedule your initial consultation and evaluation, send me an email link. I will leave that down in the description box. And if you got any value whatsoever out of this message, here's a way that you can send a powerful force out to the universe to let the universe know that you believe that this ministry can be of service to humanity, that you align yourself with such beliefs, such thoughts, ideas, and concepts. You can send such a powerful message out to the universe by sharing the video. That is the most important video of all. The most important thing that you can do, in my opinion. Share the video, please. Someone out there may be needing to hear this. And they might be literally standing on the edge, or figuratively standing on the edge. So please, share the video. And then if the Holy Spirit moves you to do so, be sure to also like the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed, and to hit the notification bell to receive a notice whenever I upload new messages. If the Holy Spirit moves you to make a monetary donation to this ministry, and that's the way you're led to show your thanks, appreciation, and generosity to this ministry, and more importantly, send out that universal message to the universe, or this thing that we call God, I'm going to leave a Cash App link down in the description box. And remember that if you donate $1, if you donate $100 or more than $100, that same message is being sent out to the universe. So I thank you in advance for that. Please receive your harvest by faith, because this thing that we call God has promised that every single time you pour good seed in good ground, you will receive an abundant harvest, shaken down, pressed together, and running over. Last but certainly not least, guys, remember that this is a holistic mind, body, and spirit ministry, and that you are anointed to make sure that regardless of what's going on, your mind, your body, and your spirit remains as beautiful, as vibrant, healthy, and whole as possible. You've been anointed for such a thing. This ministry has been anointed to help you achieve such a thing. So reach out if I can be of service to you. I thank you guys for all the love and support. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. I am Brother Minister Mongoose, and I will holler back. Peace.